Hey moms and dads, I just wanted to touch base with you. I've had a couple of requests for videos on how to do the stances for the white belts and how they need to do that in order to get their blue stripe. So just kind of a little tutorial video. First stance is attention stance. Now attention stance is just as it sounds. We want our feet together, toes and heels touching if possible. I understand some folks are not able to do that, but the vast majority are. Hands by their side, standing up straight. Pretty simple and easy, attention stance. Next one is Joon-bi stance. So Joon-bi, the way it's pronounced is as like the month of June and the thing buzzing around in the middle of June. So it's Joon-bi. And Joon-bi stance, our feet are shoulder width apart. Toes are pointing straight ahead. That's a big detail on most of these stances, is I want their feet pointing as straight ahead as possible. And now the second part to this is that their hands are going to make two good fists, thumbs on the outside, and they go right in front of their belly button. So they make about a 90-degree bend in both of these arms, and their hands go out here in front. Now they're not here. If Roxanne, if you could come in on the hands a little bit. A lot of times we see this. I want you to think about this surface of the index finger is about to touch, and that's where we want to be, okay? So that's Joon-bi stance. The next one is sitting stance. Now sitting stance is twice as wide as your shoulders. So we spread our feet twice as wide. Our knees bend forward and out so that our knees are over our ankles as much as we can. They should feel like they're standing on the outside edges of your feet. If you notice, the feet are both still pointing forward. Very common mistake here is to have the feet pointing out. We want them to point in. And a lot of times it's easier for the kids to push their heels out to make that happen. So instead of pull the toes in. Now, they bend their knees. They want to have their hips sticking back a little bit, but not really far bent over. And I don't want them this way, leaning backwards. So their back should be straight, knees should be up. Now their hands should be right here in front of the face. Now our next piece, our next stance is the front stance. So we're going to take this leg and we're going to step it forward, and it should be 4 foot lengths long. So if we think about shoulder width apart, this is how far apart the feet should be this way. We want it to be 4 foot lengths long. So to kind of get that idea, this foot is here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Front knee is going to bend over the ankle. We don't want it to go past the ankle. We want it to be right over the ankle. Back leg is going to be as straight and locked out as possible. Toes are going to be pointing forward on both feet if possible. About a 45-degree angle is acceptable, but we want it to be as forward as possible. Hips forward, shoulders forward, hands up guarding the face. So just as you might expect, the name of the stance is front stance because everything is pointing to the front. Hands up guarding your face. Now I'm going to do this one sideways again so you can see this back leg and what it should look like from the side. So from here, front stance, 4 foot lengths. 1, 2, actually that should be the third step, and 4. Bending the front knee, back leg straight. Lock that back leg out. Shoulders forward, hips forward, everything forward. Hands up guarding the face. Okay, so that's front stance. Last one is back stance. So the way to think about the back stance is it's shoulder width apart with most of their weight on their back foot. So I'm going to be shoulder width apart, turning my foot to the side, hands up guarding your face, bending both knees, and I want 70% of my weight on the back foot, 30 on the front. Shoulders are going to be pointing this way, hands up guarding the face. So most of the weight on this back foot. Now again, I'm going to turn this way so you can see what it looks like from the other direction. So if I do here, shoulder width apart, just like that Joon-bi stance, point my foot at the camera so my feet make the shape of an L. I'm going to bend my knee, bend this knee, but I want most of my weight on the back leg. Hands up guarding my face, looking straight ahead at the camera. All right, so parents, those are your 5 stances that the kids need to be able to do. When we ask them to go through them, typically we do it in the order of what I just presented. Attention stance, Joon-bi, sitting stance, front stance, and back stance. Okay, so if you have any questions, obviously put it at the bottom of this video and I'll respond to it and we can get you taken care of. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the mat.